We do Meliora. We do tarot for the pursuit of better. Let me turn this down. I don't want to get copyrighted on my live. If you're just tuning in or joining us, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm going to be doing collective energy reads tonight. I thought I'd try going live. That way I don't have to worry about uploading a video. But apparently once I'm done being live, it uploads the video anyway. So I thought it just uploaded it as it went. Apparently not. Alright, let's see. I lost one of my tarot decks. Yes, I lost a deck. My original baby deck. Like the deck. My one and only deck. The deck I use every time, no matter what. It's missing. It's vanished. It's left my backpack. And I'm not sure what the... I'm trying to bend these cards. And I'm not sure what the message is there on that one. Really not. Alright, if you were just joining us, let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hello. I want to do one thing with my iPad real quickly. Let's see. All right, perfect, found it. I want to see if this... There we go. Got it. There we go. Got it. Perfect. I wanted to watch myself on live so I could see the chat, because I don't think I can see the chat in here. Oh, there's a chat button. Chat filter, top messages. I turned it all messages, not just top. I want to see everyone's messages. So yeah, I lost my tarot deck. It jumped out of my backpack. Hello, if you're tuning in, my name's Christine. I'm from Meliora Tarot. I'm doing live readings tonight. If you'd like a reading, drop a message in the chat. Say hello. If you have any specific questions, you can drop your question. Hi. Hi, Sam. How are you? I just woke up from a nap late. It's 2:21. It's almost 2:22. I've caught 2:22 so many times today. Hi, Mason. Hello. If you're just joining in, let me know where you're joining in from. My name's Christine. I'm from Meliora Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, channeler, and intuitive. And tonight I thought I would jump on live and read. I've never read on live before, so first time together. I've read angel cards on live, that kind of stuff, but I've never read the tarot on live. Just in person. You're from North Carolina. Nice. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. So I'm in Ohio and it's freezing cold here. And it's going to be like 65 degrees or something crazy for Christmas, for the holidays. So how is it in North Carolina? And if you guys have any questions for the tarot specifically, just drop them in the comments and I'll pull cards for you. I'm doing reads, just hanging out. And I have a bunch of decks. I was telling a story about how I have a tarot deck that comes with me everywhere and lives in my backpack, and it's missing. It's gone from the wind. I don't know how it disappeared. I'm going to use this deck, I think. I haven't used this deck a lot. It's called Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. Do I have any Sagittariuses in the house? Virgos, Scorpios? What's your sign? I'm picking up fire energy. Oh, 10 of Cups. Look at how cute this card is. It's a kitty and a dog snuggling by the fireplace. 10 of Cups. Very cute card. So this is a card of joy and happiness and sharing. It's just sharing the love, right? And what's crazy, it's a 10 of Cups, but this gives fire energy, which I was picking up on fire energy. So let me know what your sign is. Utah. Are you Mormon by chance? I always ask that. It's so prominent. Queen of Cups is out. So feminine energy on the board could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, if you are cross-watching. Taurus. We have Taurus. Okay. Anaya is a Taurus. Yep, I have water energy out on the board right now. I'm a Virgo, by the way. And with this energy, I'm picking up a feminine energy. Like I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is just good energy. It's joyful. It's happy. It's fulfillment. You have everything you need. What's the Queen of Cups doing here at the center of the read? Libra. My best friend's a Libra. I can do general reads for signs too. If you guys have a question, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Can you spell run? Are you in? Is this a joke? 6 of Wands. I like how these cards have the astrology symbols in it. So there's a victory here. Maybe you recently had a recent achievement or success, or you're working on a project, something like that. We see here, it's giving more of an achievement. A milestone, maybe an anniversary, getting the recognition you deserve on an anniversary. It could be an anniversary as well. Leo energy, Capricorn energy, and this is more Jupiter and Capricorn energy, actually, or Jupiter and Leo energy. So Jupiter and Leo, if you have that placement in your chart, that may be a prominent placement for you. But I'm getting that you're getting the recognition that you deserve for a recent achievement, right? Center of the reading is the Queen of Cups. You are emotionally fulfilled. You feel like you've accomplished all you can accomplish, right? And the outcome is success. So if you're wondering if whether or not you're going to have success here, the Eight of Swords, it's the self-doubt that's in the way. The Eight of Swords is, you can see how, is there nudity on this card? I got to make sure, because some of the cards have nudity and you can't show those ones because YouTube will block it. And so it's a self-imprisoned energy. So it's the energy is the imposter syndrome. It's imposter syndrome, and it's also self-doubt that is interfering. That's coming in. It's the skeptic in you is what I'm hearing. They're saying you're being skeptical. And the invitation with the Page of Swords is to be just more curious. Bottom of the deck was the Lovers. We'll see if it comes back out. Four of Coins and the Page of Swords. So the only caution that I have here, if any of this is resonating with you, is to get curious, right? To be curious is the invitation is to be curious. And with the Four of Coins is to make sure you're not holding on to your resources too much, right? Energy goes where energy flows. So if you're coveting, it's not going to, that energy, the wealth isn't going to be shared, right? Be giving with your time and your resources, and it will return to you tenfold. 6, 7. Hi, let me know where you're tuning in from. My name is Christine from Meliora Tarot, where we do tarot for the pursuit of better. My link is in the description. Like, share, subscribe, all the things. If you have questions, let me know. Drop them directly in the comments. And hi. And I will pull cards for you. All right, so we're not hanging on. We're not being miserly, right? We're not hanging on. I can do a song request, add a QA sticker. Question and answer sticker. Do I need to do that? I'm in Toledo, Ohio. I'm from Maryland, but I'm in Ohio. Do I need to pull anything else? I might reset the board. Does anybody have any specific questions? Well, I'm in home. That's not the way tarot works, right? Raymond said, well, I win millions from the lottery. Now, I think the lottery is like 1 billion. It's like $1 billion or something. My grandmother was telling me to go buy a lottery ticket today. I did not go buy a lottery ticket. No, but I can take a look at your finances if you want to, Ray. We can take a look at your finances. If you're worried about money, or you have concerns surrounding your money, we can look at how to make sure that abundance flows and you don't have any blockages and work with that. So that is something I can do. I feel like pulling Oracle. Let's pull Oracle. I didn't set my phone up right. I have a phone ring light over here, but I just set my phone down in front of a stack of tarot decks, and now I need the deck that's holding up my phone. I did not think this through very well. Let me stack this deck. Oh, I can't take off my hat. Well, I can, but here's the thing. I have a really big zip patch on right now, look. You might not be able to see it. Look. Can you see it? Yeah, I can read for you, Suma. If you have a question, drop it in the chat. You can't really see it. It works out pretty good. Look. I'll just put that over it. How's that? Better? Okay. And let me know if I said that right, Salma. I'm going to reset the board. I'm going to move the camera really quick and just try to get these decks. Sorry about that, guys. Sure, we'll do a collective reading for everybody here today. I'm going to pull Oracle first. I put this, it's black obsidian, on my third eye to ground it sometimes. So if you're wondering what the heck is on my forehead, okay. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Hello from Louisiana. Hi. All right, so I'm going to pull an Oracle card for you and see what we get. All right, we have Forbidden, 18. And the Moon. So something's hidden. A mystery is about to be unveiled. Forbidden and the Moon. Secrets. I'm hearing secrets. Let's find out what this is about. I'm going to pull from this Oracle deck. Salma. No, I do astrology readings, but I'm not doing astrology readings now. I'm just reading tarot for now. So if you want to send your birth date and time, you can follow my socials and I will pull your chart. I'll at least do big three and take a look at Venus transits and see what you can kind of expect more personally. So what we have is, I'm hearing secrets. Let's see what this is about. Ooh, I can't show the card because it has nudity on it. I'm sorry. It says affair. Are you having love problems going on, Salma? I'll cover it up. It says affair. Let's see. I'm going to pull tarot. Family problems. Okay. Well, I see conflict, put it that way. I wouldn't say love specifically, affair specifically, although you could interpret it that is that. This is a Venus and Leo placement card. And when you have Venus and Leo, it's in detriment, right? Venus doesn't particularly care to be in Leo. It's not a bad thing. It's just she's not comfy there. Now, Venus in Leo is very magnetizing. I'm sorry to hear that. It looks like a lot of cards. We have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Hierophant, which is faith. Comes out as faith in this card. What I'm seeing is it's heavy energy. It looks like with the Two of Wands, do you need access to something? Are you looking for like a password? If you're looking for like a password, I'm being told it's written down in the Notes app. Check the Notes app. Check the Notes app. It could be encrypted. I don't know if you can even encrypt a note, but check the Notes app in the phone. That's what I'm being told. I don't know who that's for, but whatever. Nine of Wands is a self-defensive energy, having to be on the defense. I feel like you're honoring someone or you're giving honor to someone, and you've been bestowed a gift, or a gift is you're getting ready to give a gift. It is the holiday season. A little bit of bickering with the Five of Swords. With the Five of Swords, I do see some arguments and disagreements, but I want you to, the main message is to keep the faith, right? You have to have faith. Where is your prayer? Where are you in getting back in touch with God? We have the Nine of Cups on the bottom. Be careful with your drinking. Make sure you're not being too indulgent. And that you're taking care of yourself. I mean, now's a really good time for you as far as moving away from this heavy energy with the bickering, having to be on the defense, right? I feel like you're in a homeostasis awaiting. No, I'm not. Will you find the lady love? Raymond says. I'm a Ravens fan, though. I like the prejudgment. Listen, babe, I always tell people this. By the time you think you have me figured out, I'm a completely different person the next day. You'll never know. You'll never freaking know. Yeah, a strife is here. So, Selma, I feel like you're going through, I feel like you're going through a tough time right now. But it's not the end of the world, right? You're in a waiting period, a holding period. I do feel like you're going to need access to something, a password, an account, a bank account, something like that is hidden from view for you. But you will find the key that you need for this, right? The message to you is to have faith and to engage more in your prayer and your reliance on God and not reliance on your self-will. I feel like you're willing the situation and imposing yourself. Sometimes the best action is no action, right? Sometimes the best action is no action at all. And it's not time. I don't see wands moving. I don't see words being communicated. I don't see wands moving. I don't see action being taken. And I don't think it's time to do that. I think you need to let the chips fall where they may. Let the people who are around you do the arguing and just kind of stay put, would be my advice to you. Let me know if you have any other questions. If there's anybody else who has a question, let me know. I'm going to read for Raymond because I think he's serious and he wants to know if he's going to find a lady to love. Yes. Thanks, Ravens. Are you a Ravens fan or are you like a Birds fan, like a Ravens Birds fan? I asked for a crow call for Christmas. And thank you for the sub, by the way. I appreciate it. All right, if you're just tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. My name is Christine. I am from Meliora Tarot, where we do tarot for the pursuit of better. I'm here just for a few minutes tonight. I thought I'd come on live, just check it out. I've never been live. See what it's like, read on live. I've never read on live. So, how do cards work with Christianity? That's a great question. It depends. You know, I grew up in the church. When I was younger, you know, they kind of threw me in the church because they didn't know what to do with me. And so they tried to Christian it out of me. And so I've been taught the ways of the church, and then I've been taught the occult knowing way, right? So with Christianity, it just depends on, you know, kind of what version or sect of Christianity you are. You know, Jesus was an oracle. You can read about the Oracle of Delphi, and you can read about how in the Bible oracles are used. And I know that I believe, I can't quote scripture verbatim, like what I can see it, but I can't quote it. I think a lot of the teachings say, hey, it's not good to practice divination. I think it goes both ways. I think people have their personal opinions, and not relying on divination can take the place of God in your life, right? It can be dangerous. So you have to be careful, and I think that's why God warns against it. Is with great power comes great responsibility, and some people aren't capable of wielding that in a positive way. And the spiritual realm isn't anywhere to play. It's not a toy. So I think that's why God forbids divination in the Bible. I also think that divination is forbidden in the Bible because they don't want, you know, it's a patriarchal system that was created and in order to control people. Organized religion. I'm not saying Jesus or Christianity in general. I'm just saying the organized religion of it. And so I'm a Birds fan and a Ravens fan. I forget what I was saying. So it's a patriarchal system that was created in order to organize control, right? And so limiting access to tools like this for self-discovery limit your access to God. Your access to God is through the church only and not self-access. You have to be granted access, right? So for Christianity's take on it, it depends on if you're asking organized religion Christianity, or, you know, just Christianity in general, which Christianity in general would, I believe, encourage self-discovery and tools and divination. Agreed. Yeah, you may ask a question, Fire Spawn. I'm just kind of hanging out reading. So let me know if you have a direct question. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to make the card, like, the cards give you guidance. They can give you answers, but they aren't the end all be all. That's not where you should put your faith at the end of the day. It's a tool. And that's what I've been learning is, I've actually been learning how to channel without cards and practicing how to channel without cards. And that's a crazy process. I feel like I need to be gentle with you, Fire Swan. You need gentle energy, is what I'm being told. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, we don't need cards for that. We can just ask chat what we do. Okay, Fire Spawn, I'm going to tell you. Rest. Think about it, right? Rest came out. The card Rest. Think on it. Lean back. Lean into it, right? If his birthday is in 2 days, that means he is a Capricorn, right? It's December 20th. So 21st. Yeah. Welcome back, Tiesha. He's a Capricorn. So he likes structure and he's ruled by Saturn, and he probably runs a tight ship and has a good routine, right? So I say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take the shot. Yeah, exactly. What do you have to lose? Because if you don't, this is your opportunity now, right? I'm going to explain it this way, is what they're saying. This is your opportunity to take action towards this person with a reasonable excuse, right? You have an excuse. It's a birthday. You can say hello on the birthday and it not be weird. But if you just send something random on a Tuesday like, hey, Joe, how you doing? That might be a little bit weirder, right? Or socially weird. It's not weird, though. It's just 2025. I say do it. Let's see. Let's pull a card real quick. Let's just see. I say send a text. With no expectations. Don't expect a response. Right. Defense. This is a defensive play. This is not, it's an offensive action, actually. But don't expect a response. Do it without expectation, right? Do it with the intent of sending love and joy towards someone genuinely and authentically because they're having a birthday and you want to wish them well, with no attachment to the outcome, and you'll be surprised. Hi, like 6. I'm a Cancer and asking if my relationship to... Hi, like 6. Hi. Welcome. All right, let's ask. What deck do I want to use? I want the deck that I've lost. I want that deck so bad. Is that Chaff? Wolf? It's a Cancer and a Gemini. They're tarot cards. Look at that. Judgment. Yeah, second chances. It's a card of second chances. So, Oceana, Judgment is out for you. I don't know if it gets stronger. I don't think it ends. The answer to your question is you're getting a second chance. Or you're doing an evaluation. You're doing an evaluation over this. I can't show the card because there's nudity on it. Merry Christmas to you, Fire Spawn. Thank you. All right, Raymond, I will ask. Give me 1 second. So I think you get a second look on this and you evaluate it, and you may decide to forgive this person, or you may ask that they take accountability for some of the things that they've done. And once they do so, you're willing to move forward. Knight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, what you can't see. So I do see you moving forward. I see that there's desire and passion, that this relationship definitely takes on its challenges, though. Hope that answers your question. Hi. Hello, Ritesh. Welcome. All right, let's pull for Raymond. Raymond wants to know why he's been single for so long. I can tell you, Raymond, that's 9 years specifically, is almost one full cycle of, I want to say a Jupiter cycle. Is a Jupiter, I think it's one full Jupiter cycle. So you want to look at where Jupiter is in your chart. DM me your birth date, time, and city of birth. So like 9/20/86, Toledo, Ohio, right? Time of birth, city of birth, first and last name. I don't need your last name, just your first name. All right, Raymond. I don't know. I've never done one before, Fire Spawn. I've never done a live. This is my first live. So I don't know what happens to them. Do they go into the ether? Do they save? Hi, welcome, welcome. My name's Christine. I'm from Meliora Tarot, where we do tarot for the pursuit of better. I'm reading tarot live. If you have a question, drop it in the comments. I'm reading for Raymond right now. We're trying to figure out why Raymond has been single for so long. Raymond. We have Justice out. It's an 11. It's right there. It flipped over. I'm going to pull it. Okay. 3 of Pentacles was in reverse. I'm going to take it as a reversal. And we have Justice out. Okay. So the 3 of Pentacles, as you can see, my other deck, I have to use this deck because my other deck is missing. It's a card of collaboration. And it was reversed, which tells me there's a resistance to working with others. Now, you might say, absolutely not. I, want to be with someone. I've been looking for someone. Yes, you can, Fire Spawn. Go ahead and DM me. Got it, Sujata. I'll do that here shortly. New Orleans. All right. I don't think necessarily that it's not that you don't work well with others. I don't think it's that. I think that you've been more or less, you've had a lack of, there's been delays. That's how I would put that. There's been delays. There's been delays and it's tied to justice. And with justice, I'm not seeing this as like literal legal stuff or like legal setbacks. I'm actually seeing this as like karmic karmic from past lifetimes is carrying over into your relationships with others. And you're experiencing delays in your relationships because you have contracts that you need to settle and to close, loops that you need to close in this lifetime. So do you currently, let me see what the bottom of the deck says. 3 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like if you do, you may consider looking foreign, right? You may consider moving abroad or looking abroad. I don't feel like it's somewhere that you find here stateside. My Instagram says it's deleted. I don't ever use Instagram. I mean, I do, but I don't know how. I don't really know how to use it. Like, I watch reels on it. So if I have to open it, it should be, I thought I had everything opened because I have a business account on Instagram. I thought I have it open. It's all right because the chat will be saved, I think. So I can go back through the comments and get it from the chat. So just leave it in the chat and then I'll go back through and screenshot and pull charts. And then you can email me. It's just the official Meliora@gmail.com. My Twitter handle's on there, I think, down there. I'm on Twitter a lot. So, Raymond, I'm getting that this is like a karmic loop that you need to close from the last lifetime because I don't think you necessarily played fair before. I keep hearing that noise. What is that noise? Queen of Pentacles is here, though, where you do have abundance coming in for fertility, prosperity. This says, get this, a capable woman who is both a mother and a businesswoman. That's a very direct description on a card. I don't usually use cards that have descriptions on them, but I lost my deck. I'm mad about this deck. What the deck? So Queen of Pentacles is here, and with Queen of Pentacles energy, this is an embodiment of a person, right? A maternal, feminine energy that's been invited. This is Uranus, so we want to take a look at a Uranus transit. It comes in as a surprise for you. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I'm hearing friendship. I think that you have friendships that may go... Oh, let's pull a card. I want to see. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Thank you, Spirit. To shake things up, the Tower comes out. To reveal to you, to reveal to you that this old way of being in relation to others isn't working. Like your concept of how to relate to others, your schema, the way you've mapped that and what a relationship looks like is going to be completely redefined. So the way that your relationship is, the way that you perceive what you want a relationship, a romantic partnership to look like. Today, that schema gets remapped and looks completely different by the end of 2026, right? Your expectations from a partner may be different. What you bring to the table in a relationship may be different. And the advice here from the cards is I do see a potential reunion with someone from the past. But I see start with friendship first, right? It's small steps, baby steps to get towards, right? You got to take the journey to get to the destination. I think if you embody who it is that you want to partner with, let's say you want a partner, I'm hearing a feminine energy. Let's say you want a feminine who cooks really well. You should cook really well. Let's say you want a feminine who takes care of her body, or a partner that, you know, works out. You should embody that. Become what it is that you want to attract. And instead of having these unrealistic expectations that someone should meet this list of things before they're considered for the job with you, right? Like a job interview, consider that maybe they have 5 of the 8 skill sets that you're looking for, and that might just be enough to get you where you're going because the rest can be compromised. So be a little bit more open-minded to how you're considering partnership. I'm not saying lower your standards by any means. That is not what I'm saying. But I am saying to be willing to compromise on some things just because there's work to be done on your end of the table too. Okay? Do we have anyone coming in, Spirit? Judgment was wanting to flip, which is a card of second chances. And like I said, I do kind of maybe feel like someone from the past is returning. Hopefully it's not anyone we don't want to. Yeah, King of Pentacles. We have Queen and King of Pentacles, which is a match. Security and abundance. This is a direct match. So Raymond, fret not. 2026 has some things in store for you. I think you mature a little too, which there's always room for some maturity, I guess. Let me know if you have any questions. He said, I am attracted. Yes, I feel like you find it abroad. I don't feel like you find it stateside. All right, direction and career, and we want to do finances for Sujata Singh. And then I'll do yours peacefully. Hi, everybody. My name is Christine from Meliora Tarot. If you're just tuning in, tell me hello, your sign, where you're tuning in from. All my stuff is in the description. And yeah, this is where we do tarot for the pursuit of better. Let's do finances in 6 months. And we'll pull this deck. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hopefully that cleared things up for you. Ooh, a lot of cards that want to come out. The High Priestess for the Sun. And the Nine of Swords. Listen, most immediate for finances. I'm not saying Pentacles, 3 coins. That's good. Collaboration in a new way. The Sun is out. Look at this Sun card. Isn't that beautiful? It's all the planets. So, swords. We have the Nine of Swords out, which can be, I think what keeps you up in 2026 for the next 6 months is finances, if you're concerned about it. But I feel like this is in your head, right? This is more, you're in your head about, oh my gosh, money, 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 money. And you're is this project going to go through? Am I going to land this contract? Are you working on a big project or something like that? Are you sculpting, cultivating, engineering, structuring, that kind of thing? Because I see you working on something. And I want to see that come to the completion, to the finish line. 1, 2, 3. Maybe in 3 months. 1, 2, 3. Or within the next 3 months, you may launch a project or have a project come in. I'm hearing coding. Or something to do with air and communications. Something to do with air and communications, because I have an owl here. Finances don't look bad. I honestly, the worst part of finances over the next 6 months that I have here is the 9 of Swords, and that's just you being in your head about it. Get out of your own way. The High Priestess is here. Have a little faith that not all needs to be revealed to you. That spirit works in the background for you and to bring things across the finish line. And so I don't think that you have excess over the next 6 months, but I think you have what you need. And you can see the pomegranate here, fruit of the gods, with the scroll. So could be a literal contract landed. But the pomegranate is fruitful, bountiful. So you're productive. And productivity can translate to value, right? What you trade your time for. Make sure you're trading your time for your value and what you're worth. But the sun here is to let you know that happiness, the happiest card in the deck, you hear that all the time if you watch tarot. And justice is here. What sign is that? Hold on. Virgo and Sag, but they don't go. Oh, that's Libra. Did you guys know that Virgo and Scorpio were once united, and then Libra came and separated them, and that is why Libra is the scales to balance out the Virgo Scorpio, because Virgo and Scorpio together were way too powerful. All right. What time is it? It is 3:01. I am going to go to bed because it's 3 in the morning. And my daughter decided to go spend the night at her grandmother's tonight, but she will be back at 10. I think I like doing these lives. These are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool to know that, right? These are cool. I like them. I had a good time. And we had a pretty good turnout. And I'll be back for more of these. I do put up reads and read reads. I've been trying to record them and throw them up every few days whenever I feel called. But thank you for having me and letting me read for you guys. Raymond, Tiesha, Firespawn. TikTok works. That works. Yeah, sent it to my TikTok. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll be back. Oh, peacefully, let me pull for you really quick. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can. 4 of Pentacles came out. No, I think you're trying to control things a little bit too much. Or you're worried about saving. Let me see. You have... Listen, when it comes to finances, I think it's about... You have the 7 of Pentacles, peaceful. Judgment, which I can't show you because there's tatas on it. And the 9 of Cups. I think you're hanging on a little too tight, right? When your arms are crossed, and I have to tell you this because this is what happens. Abundance and energy works, it flows, right? And it starts in the root chakra, like it starts in your stomach. And so at the base of your spine, that energy serpentines. If you have any blockages, it's going to go all the way and you're going to feel called to hold on to your security and abundance, right? What I want you to do when you're like this, you cannot receive, right? You can see kind of in the Judgment card how their hands here are raised up. I need you to open to receive, right? Quit. Don't, when you go get a coffee, for example, and you're like, I can't leave a tip. I can't afford it right now. Leave that tip. Even if you can't afford it, leave the tip. Energy, green money is energy. And if you get it, you're going to receive it, right? So don't be a tightwad is what they're saying. Don't be too tight, because if you're too tight, you can't receive. And let it flow. You have a few things that you're kicking around that you're thinking about, right? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Should I go down this path? Should I pick up this book? Should I start my website? Should I do a blog? Should I make videos? Should I whatever? Should I start my own shop? Should I sell tortillas? Right? I'm trying to think of things you can do. If you're thinking about starting your own thing, I want you to map out the goals. I want you to have a plan, like to map out what that looks like, what your 30, 60, and 90-day plan are, and see if that is something that you can execute and stick to it. Make a rigid plan, and start to, not a rigid plan, but make a roadmap, a plan, and start to invest time and energy into that. Slowly but surely, and you're gonna go from hanging on too tight with your budget and your investments to opening up to receive. And as you open up to receive, it's gonna flow in. I do see you getting a call with judgment here. You get a call back though as well. If you're job shopping, you do get a call back. It's like you have to take a test or something. You may, like, I'm hearing you may have to take a test, or like a drug test or screening. Six of Cups, and it may come from someone, like a friendship or someone from the past, like a childhood friend bringing in a job for you, or bringing in some sort of income or finance, or way to make alternative forms of income, passive income for you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. That's the clarity for you. I like it. Okay, I think I got it all. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Oh, I didn't see your comments. I'm sorry. All right, everybody. It was a pleasure. I'm going to put my hat back on. Someone had to take my hat off earlier, and I have my little zip patch on. This was a great live. I had so much fun with you. Mwah, mwah, pleasure. You guys have a great night. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all the things. If you want to reach me, all the stuff's in the description. Have a good night.